Cooking is my passion.
Chefs are one of the richest people in Albion Online. They are making billions of silver just by cooking. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how they are doing it. In this video, we are gonna dive deep into the world of cooking in Albion Online. I will include a lot of tips and tricks that will lead you to great wealth that you have always wanted. I will also share some secrets that pattern players are using to make billions of silver.
Amusing title, Anyone Can Cook.
In this video, we'll learn what is food in Albion, the basics of cooking, how to unlock Tier-VIII cooking in one day, where to cook, how to know what to cook, do you need premium to make profit from cooking, how to cook smart and make huge profit, the most secret ways that pattern players are using, what is the actual profit that you can expect, do you need an island for cooking, and we'll also talk about how you can participate in the giveaway from my previous video. If you already know the basics, you can just skip to whichever topic you want. Timestamps are available in the description below. Welcome to SuperPuff's ultimate guide to cooking. So what is food in Albion? In Albion Online, food is a consumable item that provides temporary buffs to players. Food also sustains all the crafting stations in the cities and territories and hideouts in the black zones. Here are a basic overview of foods. We have omelette that increases cast speeds, cooldown rate or defense and reduces energy costs. There's pie, which improves gathering yield, max load and crowd control resistance. There is salad, increases fishing speed, crafting speed and crafting quality. There is sandwich, which increases maximum health, healing receipt and crowd control duration. There is soup, which increases health regeneration and energy regeneration. And there is stew that improves combat damage, cooldown rate and health regeneration. Then there is roast, which used to heal for a percentage of damage dealt and also increases maximum health. So what is cooking in Albion Online? It is a process where raw ingredients are transformed into edible food at the cooking stations. You can see the cooking station in the cities by this symbol over here. Like most items in Albion Online, foods in Albion are also ranged from Tier 1 to Tier 8. Check your destiny board for this chef note, and here you can see all the food that you can craft from Tier 4 to Tier 8, and you can see the previous notes to find food that you can craft from Tier 1 to Tier 3. To craft any food, you need three things. It should be craftable by you, which means you have the corresponding level in your chef note. In this video, you will learn how you can get your chef note from level 1 to level 100 very easily, which will make all the food in the game craftable by you. You will need the correct ingredients. You can click any food and check the required ingredients here. You will need a cooking station. It can be any cooking station in the city or it can be on your personal island. Always check for the crafting cost here. You should always look for a crafting station with the lowest amount of crafting cost. You can also ask the owner of the cooking station for an associate, which will further reduce your cooking cost. You just need to get the ingredients to a cooking station, select the food that you want to craft and press the craft button, and here your food is ready. It is important to know that most of the food will give you 10 numbers of end products with each craft, and do not forget this while calculating profit. To unlock cooking, we first need to unlock this sous chef node first, which will unlock this chef node. To unlock the sous chef node, craft any Tier 1 or Tier 2 food, for example carrot soup or bean salad. Buy some beans from the market, go to the cooking station, craft some bean salad, and you have your sous chef unlocked. To unlock the chef node, you have to craft Tier 3 food. You can check the list of food in the destiny board, or you can also check it in the market. craft some wheat soup or chicken pie to unlock the chef node. Once the chef node is unlocked, congratulations, now you are a chef. So let me tell you a secret here. How you can unlock Tier-VIII cooking in one day while making profit. To reach level 100 in the chef node, you don't need to cook random stuff and go into losses. All you gotta do is to butcher some animals and sell the raw meat. Many people do not know that butchering also gives fame in the chef node. So if you buy order or directly buy some chickens or goats and go to the butcher and craft raw chicken until you get level 10 in the chef node, then you can start butchering goose and then sheep, pigs, cows respectively with each milestone. It's always good to calculate how much profit or loss you are making while butchering so that you can butcher with profitable animals until you reach level 100 in the chef node. And by butchering and selling raw meat only, you can unlock level 100 in the chef node in one day and also make a bit of profit if you calculate it properly. So where to cook? In Carlion, you'll get a total of 24.8% return rate on food, as you can see here, whereas in normal royal cities you will get a flat 15.2% return rate without focus. Now, more return rate doesn't always mean more profit. The ingredient cost in Carlion is very high and the food prices tend to be very low as compared to royal cities. That's why most of the time it is more profitable to craft in the royal city and just sell there, unless you are planning to transport all the ingredients from royal city to Carlion and bring all the food back to royal city to sell. I personally do not recommend any new player to do this. So craft in the royal cities and sell in the same city. It is a very chill and safe money. To make huge profit, you gotta know what to cook. So I'm gonna tell you how to know what to cook. With huge varieties of foods, it is crucial to find the correct foods to cook to make maximum profit. As a chef, you can categorize your cooking into these two types of foods: food for players and nutrition food for cities and black zones. Food for players include combat foods, gathering foods, and crafting foods. These are high tier foods and usually of 4 types: normal food, special fish foods, enchanted foods, and Avalonian foods. You can go to the market and check the sell amount for each of these foods and decide which ones are selling best, and then calculate the profit that you will generate from each unit. And if it is profitable, you can buy the ingredients and cook them. For example, if we want to cook pork omelette, we will need 72 raw pork, 36 corn, and 18 goose eggs. The special types of fish are required to craft the special fish foods. These foods give bunch of bonuses to players during combat or for crafting, which is why they are at a high demand and they sell at a very high price, and most of the time they also make huge profit. The foods with most demand are eel stew, the snapper, and kraken salad. Here we have to know about the enchanted foods, which will make our profit even more. So to craft enchanted foods, you need fish sauce, which can be crafted at the cooking station. All you need is some chopped fish and seaweed. If you have seen my fishing guide and have been fishing, this is where you will use those fishes and seaweed. And if you haven't watched the video, I will post a link to the video in the description of this video. Also, you can just click the link and watch the video. Anyways, you can also just buy the fish sauces from the market directly, but most of the time crafting them is more profitable. Basic fish sauce will give you 0.1 enchanted food, fancy fish sauce will give you 0.2 enchanted food, and special fish sauce will give you 0.3 enchanted food. Crafting enchanted food will generate a huge amount of profit, but they sell in low quantities, so be mindful of that. Always use focus to craft special fish food and enchanted food, as you get return for the fish sauce and the special fishes. Avalonian foods require Avalonian energy to craft. These foods usually give good buffs, and that is why they are always in a very high demand. It is important to note that you do not get any return on the Avalonian energy while crafting these foods. It will consume all the Avalonian energy that is required to cook the food. And here, just with one cast, we have made around 90k silver, and you can see that all our Avalonian energy is consumed, and we have 10 pieces of Avalonian sandwich. So let's talk about the nutrition food that is required to sustain the cities and black zones. Every crafting station in the cities, every territories and hideouts in the black zones require nutrition from food to operate and sustain. Nutrition is something that every food gives to buildings after consumption. You can see the nutrition value of each food in the details of the food. If you look at the sell values of the lower tier foods, you can see that they sell by thousands of units per day. Shop owners and guild owners buy these foods to feed the crafting station, territories and hideouts. You can go to any shop and check which food is consumed by the shop here. For example, Martelak has a refining bonus for hide, which is done at the tanner. So you know that in Martelak the tanner is being used by the players a lot. So you can go to the tanner and check the food that it requires. You can see that it requires chicken pie here, and chicken pie will be sold in Martelak in huge quantity, as you can see. Now you gotta check the profitability before crafting. To check the profitability, just calculate the value of raw ingredients and multiply it by 0.85, and you can plus the crafting cost, which will give us a total investment for 10 numbers of foods. Then we can subtract that amount from the sell value. This way you can find all the crafting stations that are being hugely used in a city. For example, in Fort Sterling there is a refining bonus for wood, so you know that the lumber mill will be used a lot, and you can go and apply the same formula. These low tier foods are always in huge demand, and they are a very good entry point to cooking for new players. So I recommend the new players to start crafting food from here. You can do these steps in every royal city and with wide varieties of food to maximize your profit. This is totally up to how much capital you have, and more you do this, the more profit you will make. So this brings the question, do you need premium to be a chef? The answer is it depends on what you cook. To maximize profit from special fish foods and enchanted foods, you do need focus. But to cook nutrition food, you do not really require premium or focus. You can just do it without using focus. In the next section, we'll discuss how to cook smart and make huge profit. If you just cook randomly, you have a great risk of losing silver. So these are few smart steps that you gotta take before start cooking and make good profit. Use 70% of your time studying the market. Find the profitable items to cook. Calculate your profit for each item that you want to cook. Once you find the profitable items, always try to buy order the ingredients rather than buying directly. If you have premium, use all your focus on cooking enchanted foods and special fish foods. These foods almost always give huge profit margin. Okay, let me give you a very secret tip. All you gotta do is check the activities tab every day. Here you will know which shops will be used the most. So here we can see that today we have a bonus for war gloves, which can be crafted in warrior scourge, and its favorite food is mutton stew. So now all you gotta do is go to the city that has bonus for war gloves, because this is where everyone will come to craft their war gloves. The warrior's force requires mutton stew, so you can check the profit for mutton stew in the market. If it is profitable, you can just craft it in bulk and put them on sell order. Most of the time you will make a huge profit by this method, because the sell order will be sold pretty much on the same day, Always try to cook food on the days that have cooking bonus in the activities tab, but on that day the food prices tend to go down by a lot. So do not sell your foods immediately. Instead, just store the food and sell them a few days later when the prices go up again, and this way you can make a lot more profit from the food. You can also get silver by feeding the crafting stations directly by the reward system. To do this, check these two tabs, and if it has a reward amount from 300 to 400 silver and there is an available reward amount, you can just craft the food that it requires and you can just feed it directly and you can get the silver. If it has a 300 to 400 silver reward per 100 nutrition, then you are bound to make a profit. If any shop owners are watching this video, then I request them to take advantage of this system, and this way it will help the new players a lot and they can get their shops fed by the new players while having a mutual benefit. If your guild has a hideout in Black Zone, it is almost always profitable to cook in the hideouts, but be sure to calculate the risk before you do this. Like, you can always ask your guildmates to help you transport the items. The last tip is to craft in Carlion, as there is a food bonus in Carlion. You can study the market, and if you find any profitable food items, you can just buy the items in the Carlion and you can cook and sell there directly. Usually the ingredient prices in Carlion are very high and the food prices tend to be very low, which is why a lot of veteran players will carry the ingredients from royal cities and cook in Carlion and then transport the food back to the royal cities and sell. This is the most profitable method of money making by cooking, and it is also the riskiest. You should not try this if you are a new player. Make sure you have your friends with you to help you transport the goods if you are really want to transport. Otherwise, you just do it in the royal cities. So how much you can expect to make? If you are cooking in bulk for crafting stations and territories and hideouts, with decent calculation you can make a profit of around 270 to 1000 silver per unit sold. For a new player, if you sell 500 units and let's say 3 types of foods in 5 royal cities, you can expect to make a profit of 2 million to 8 million silver per day. And as your capital grows, you can scale this up as much as you want. If you have premium, you can buy order the ingredients and cook enchanted and special fish foods with the focus and make from 4 million to 10 million silver every 3 days. And if you calculate this is actually legit 100 million silver per month. You can double or even triple your cooking profit if you grow some ingredients in your island or do fishing yourself, because you will get the fishes and the seaweed yourself, which will significantly reduce the cooking ingredient costs. So if you are a fisherman, you can expect to make around 100 to 150 million per month. It is very easy. To do this, you will just need to know the proper way of fishing, and for that you can check out my fishing guide. And this is how I also made most of my money, by using focus, and I can make around 7 to 10 million silver for every 30,000 focus, and I am not even max spec yet. So as a new player, you can make decent amount starting from 4 million and way up to 10 million to 12 million as you go along. The last question is, do you need an island for cooking? The answer is no. Rather than growing all the ingredients and cooking with them, it is usually much easier just to buy all of the ingredients and then cook with it. But if you have an island, you can grow 1 or 2 particular ingredients and use them for cooking. This passive activity will also hugely increase your profit from cooking. In my next video, I will explain in depth about how to set up your island and what you should grow in your islands to double or triple your passive income, how profitable is farming, animal breeding and laborers. So stay tuned for that. There is still a giveaway going on in the ultimate fishing guide video, so if you haven't checked that out yet, I will put a link in the description. You can go watch the video and leave a comment. That way you can participate in the giveaway. I will do the giveaway when I reach 1000 subscribers, so make sure to support the channel so I can bring more useful guides to you. If you found this video helpful, you can support this channel by giving a like, comment or sharing this video. Please subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Until then, stay safe and play smart.